Marcus Papadopoulos, historian, political analyst, and author, joins us from London. Welcome. When we take a look at the stated purpose, it's to fight terrorism and to establish security. But there's more to this meeting. What do you see?
The meeting between the Syrian and Turkish defense ministers and intelligence chiefs demonstrates that Damascus and Ankara are exploring the possibility of re-establishing diplomatic relations between themselves, something that was severed following the war on Syria, and that the aforementioned meeting was held in Moscow symbolises that the Syrian-Turkish talks are being carried out under the auspices of Russia. The Russians are the dominant party in the Russian-Turkish relationship, while Russia's control and influence in Syria is undeniable, in which the Kremlin now determines the economic, defense, and foreign policies of Syria, no different to how the Americans and the British determine the defense, economic, and foreign policies of countries such as Serbia, Greece, and Cyprus. That the re-establishment of diplomatic relations between Syria and Turkey might be inevitable. Nonetheless, there are some very serious impediments preventing that possibility from materializing. First of all, the Syrian government has made it absolutely clear and is well within its rights to say that all illegal occupying forces in Syria must withdraw. Now, in northwestern Syria, the Turkish army is illegally there and is illegally occupying territory there. The Turks are not giving any indication as of yet that they intend to withdraw their forces from Syria back into Turkey. So that is a major impediment in itself. But given that the Russians exercise very considerable influence over Turkey, means that the Russians, if need be, can start to dictate to the Turks that they must withdraw their forces from Turkey. Otherwise, there could be some stern repercussions for the Turks. The Turks are very well aware that Russia and various Kurdish organizations in southeastern Turkey historically have very close relations with one another. And the Turks do not wish to see a situation arise where the Russians start to strengthen the aforesaid relations. So whilst it is clear that a reconciliation process of some kind is underway between Syria and Turkey, we are nowhere near a situation yet where ambassadors will be exchanged between Ankara and Damascus. We should also be aware that in private, the Syrians and the Saudis are talking with one another about re-establishing diplomatic relations, as are the Syrians and the British, the Syrians and the French, and the Syrians and the Americans. And of course, one of the reasons for why the Saudis, the French, and the British wish to re-establish diplomatic relations with Syria is because Syria occupies the heart of what is known as the Levant. And if a country such as France wishes to have influence in the Levant, such as economic influence, then France and any other country has to have diplomatic relations with Syria.
Well, Marcus, we know what Turk's view is regarding the Kurds. At the same time, we know that that is a game a dubious one at that the U.S. is playing when it comes to the Kurds and Turkey at the same time, which is still not really clear as to whom they support or what time of the day it is that they support one or the other. Doesn't that occupation, which is happening by the U.S. forces on Syria, pose some kind of detriment or a challenge, I should say, at least for it to have, I'm sure, to have popped up in their talks of these in this trilateral meeting?
It certainly is a challenge. We must always remember that there are two NATO countries illegally inside Syria and illegally occupying Syrian territory. One, of course, is Turkey. The other is America. The Americans are illegally occupying territory in northeastern Syria and are plundering Syrian natural resources on a routine basis, such as oil. So the Turks do have a problem when it comes to their relationship with America, because of course Turkey historically is in America's sphere of influence. But the problem for the Turks is that if they do wish to safely withdraw their forces from Syria back into Turkey, then they need Russian assistance. But as I said moments ago, so far, the Turks have not said that they intend to withdraw their illegal army of occupation from Syria. The Turks are putting forward the argument, which is simply a pretext, that they are in Syria to defend their southern border against what they call Kurdish terrorists. Well, my opinion is that what we are seeing is the clear emergence of aspirations in Ankara of a greater Turkey. But is that sustainable in the long run? I do not believe it is, because as I said, Russia is the dominant partner in the Turkish-Russian relationship, and it is not in the interests of Turkey to agitate Russia in any way. And I think most ordinary Turks do not wish to see their army in Turkey, and also most ordinary Turks do not wish to see Syrian refugees in Turkey. They wish to see Syrian refugees return to Syria. And of course, that is a leverage that the Syrians have in their relationship or their unofficial relationship with Turkey, because the Syrian government can say that we will accept all Syrian refugees back from Turkey if Turkey withdraws its illegal army of occupation from northeastern Syria.
Thank you very much, Marcus Papadopoulos, historian, political analyst, and author there from London. Thank you.